Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm just doing like a quick New Year's Eve look on my sister, and I'm making sure the glam is age appropriate. She's 17. We're not going anywhere. No one should be going anywhere, but just to bring in the new year. So I am starting off with Bioderma just to take off any excess oil she may have on her skin and maybe any makeup swatches that I swatched on her face right before we started. And this is just to make sure I am starting off with a clean slate and there's nothing that's going to hinder the application of my makeup that I'm applying. She does have dry skin, so I'm not necessarily like taking off any super excess oil, but you unless you just wash your face is most likely not at its cleanest. So I am going in with this Lancome toner. I really like this toner. It's very hydrating, and it's thick. It's a thick toner, and I just really like it. So now to hydrate her skin and to prep her skin for makeup, this is gonna act as our primer also. This is Embryolisse. And as you can see, her face is already looking more hydrated than we started. So now to just fill in her brows, or to sketch it out, so to speak, I am using the two darkest color in this Juvia's Place, the chocolates. Lately, I have been liking using powder for brows. I am a pencil girl, okay, through and through, but I don't know what's going on. And now I am using this Cinema Secrets foundation that I'm going to use for her under eye to brighten her under eye, just to clean up this brow that I laid down. So next I am using my favorite primer, and this is the Potion Primer, or Primer Potion from Urban Decay. And I'm just going to use it to um, prep our eyelids for eyeshadow. Next, I am going in very lightly with that shadow from the Pat McGrath palette, and this is the Divine Rose, the first one. This is a color, the more you add, the deeper it gets. So I went in with a light hand. I know it still looks a little deeper, but I went in with a very light hand. And here quickly, I'm just using a face powder that matches her skin to use right directly under the brow, and I'm gonna go back in with the transition color to blend both of them together. And going back in with the palette, I am using that color. You see everything you guys see on screen. I'm also going to annotate it, or I'm also going to put it in the description box. So if there are no names that's popping up, it will definitely be in the description box. And I'm just using that color. I'm pretty sure what took me the longest, and I'm just making sure I'm blending as much as possible, because I slowly take that eyeshadow up, as you guys can see here. I'm taking it up, blending it to the transition color. Wow, my stomach. Blending it to the transition color, and yeah, that's what really takes longer. And I would encourage you, whenever you do your makeup, whatever takes you the longest to do, just generally is what you should make. You should maybe do first or second. I always like doing my brows first, because brows frames the face. So I don't know what direction I want to go in. So basically, like I said, guys, I'm just blending to make sure everything looks nice and seamless. So next, with that color, I'm just using my fingers to tap it on the shadow we already laid down, just to give it a little more dimension when she turns her head. whenever you're not looking at her straight on. So like I mentioned earlier, I didn't want to do too much on her because she's 17. I still want her to have makeup on, but not extreme, like extreme glam like I would do on myself. So now I'm using one of my favorite liners. This is Inglot 77. And because she has a good amount of lid space, I'm able to make that liner thicker than normal. And whatever mistake, or if the liner was too long, that's what I'm just cleaning up there. Whenever you make a mistake, just take a deep breath and clean it up. Don't stress yourself. Right now I am using Lancome Monsieur Big. I really love this mascara. Personally, this is my favorite mascara on myself. I love it. It's my favorite. Favorite. And I am using this Tom Ford Skin Illuminate. I love the consistency of this this illuminator, and that's what I want to do to her skin. You know, when you use a highlighter, you're illuminating your skin. So that's what this is doing. And it's like in a gel consistency. Oh, I just love it. It's so nice. And you could also wear this by itself. So here I am going in with a Juvia's Place foundation stick, and I forget the color I used, but it'll be down below. And I'm using like 2 different colors on her face because her face is not one shade, as you guys can see. So that color is what matches the lower part of her face. So I'm just making sure I'm using that and blending it very seamlessly, like to her neck area and a little bit on her ear. So you guys see that her ear and her chest are kind of like the same color. That's why I'm only putting a little bit of foundation there. And I'm thinly, very thinly, just blending everything out because the foundation I applied, it has really full coverage already. So I don't need to like add too much. So it's fine. Now that color of the Cinema Secrets foundation, also I used a tiny bit. A little bit goes a long way because it is cream foundation. So the purpose of me using that color is because I want to make sure the makeup on her face ties in very well with the rest of her body. If you guys see right now, the color that I'm placing right under her eye, if you see her chest area, it matches her chest and her ear. So her chest, her ear, and the rest of her body are one color. Everything else matches there. So that's what I'm trying to bring on from the face. So once she's done, her face and the rest of her body has a cohesion going on. And I'm bringing that concealer just a little further down, and I'm going to add a little more beyond where her cheekbone will be. I'm just trying to give an illusion of a higher cheekbone, and I'm just blending this seamlessly with my foundation brush, the concealer, or the foundation that I used as her highlighter under her eyes. And honestly, y'all, blending, we already, I'm sure we know this by now, blending is the key to great makeup. And I'm going back in, or I'm going in with my beauty blender to make sure there are no harsh lines after I step back to assess any harshness. And then I'm just going to set this with the RCMA No Color Powder. This is a translucent powder. Oh, no, sorry. This is a transparent powder, not a translucent powder. There's a difference. Translucent powder still has a little bit of coverage and a little color in it. Transparent powder does not. So you see that it's not changing the color that I added under her eye. And it's still going to be the same color that I add all over her face. But because I used 2 different colors, that's exactly how it's going to stay. It's not going to alter the color. So I'm just using that little brush to set her face. She has dry skin, So I'm not applying so much powder like I would on someone that has oily skin. And even then, I wouldn't do too much powder. So I'm going in with a powder brush just to feather out any excess and make sure everything is blended very well. Blending is just key. So the first color I used on her transition color on her eyelid is also what I am using as this, just this under eye color. I'm not putting it in her waterline, so her lower lash area, that's where I'm putting this. And I just want to be able to tie in the color on her lid to the bottom side. Because when you don't do it, when you don't apply anything or put anything on your lower lash line and you already have makeup or eyeshadow on your regular eyelid, it looks a little odd. And in a circular motion, I am applying this Patrick Ta blush. I love doing blushes and highlighters, or illuminators should I say, in circular motions. And on that side of the face, I applied a little too much blush. Just go in with your foundation or your powder brush and you will be able to rectify it. And just so you guys can see how I highlighted her cheek. Very seamless into the blush and into the foundation. So I'm using this Rare Beauty brow gel. I finished the brow pencil part a while ago. So I'm just zhuzhing up her brows and she was feeling herself. So filling in her lips, or lining her lips should I say, with the Makeup Forever Limitless Brown. I think this is like everyone's favorite brown from Makeup Forever. And I am going in with a Patrick Ta gloss, and she's expensive. I love Patrick Ta, y'all. I really love him and his products. And it wasn't giving me the color I wanted, so I went in with another Patrick Ta. This is like the cream lip stain or cream gloss lipstick thing. And she's unapologetic. She's unapologetic. And I'm just setting her face. I like to set the face before I add lower lash mascara. I just know that, especially for clients that have like longer bottom lash, if you add lashes or if you add mascara then you set it, it smudges. So just to avoid the smudginess, I apply setting spray and then I go in with the mascara, as you can see here. And just to fill in the brows a little more, I am going in with a Sephora brow pencil. It's like, I'll say it's a dupe for the Anastasia one. It's really, really nice. I actually really love it. And to be honest, for her face shape, if I wanted to, or the ideal brow shape would be for her brows to be a little more arched. And I'm just, because she has smile lines, and I'm just pressing in with a little more powder to eliminate that. And honestly, guys, this look is done. I'm just going over with the powder brush to blend everything in again to make sure we're all good. And I appreciate you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.